Okay. So, I'm going to show you all how I'll be doing my math. It's probably not the correct way, but this is how I'm trying. A lot of the times I'm wrong, every now and then I get one right. So right now we're working on solving equations with 0, 1, or infinitely many solutions. I have got 4 problems wrong already, and they've given us 2 problems on each question. So now I just got one problem. It was all this, and it was 0 equals 0, which is supposed to equate to all real numbers are solutions. The other option is solving for whatever the letter is in there with the numbers. Or the other option is no solution, meaning it doesn't make sense. Now I had one of them back here a while back when I was getting them wrong and all that. For example, here I had one where the solution was negative 3y minus 6 is equal to negative 3y, and that of course was incorrect, and there was no way I could make sense by that. So the answer to that one was no solution. And I have had a few where the answer came out where I could tell you y was equal to something, or x was equal to something, or v was equal to something. For example, here I had negative 8y is equal to negative 8y, negative 8y is equal to negative 8. So obviously the answer was y is equal to 1. Now I actually got this one wrong because I put y is equal to negative 1, and I forgot you could not be doing all that and not changing the negatives into positives. And as you can see, I have used my fair share of whiteout. God bless whoever made this whiteout, because I am using this more than I am using the pen itself. So we shall continue. The next question I have here is 2 times w plus 2 minus w. And that is supposed to be equal to 3 times w minus 1, and we're going to add 9. So the first thing I want to do here is kind of translate this into what they are really trying to say. And in doing that, I want to remove all of these ugly parentheses because they stand for nothing more than to confuse me. So what we are really trying to say here is this is 2 times w, so we can write 2 times w. But we also have 2 times 2, which is going to be 4, you know how that is. 2 times 2 is equal to 4, so plus 4, because we got a plus here, we got to put a plus here, you know what I'm saying. And then we got a negative w, so that's minus 1w. And that is supposed to be equal to, we got a 3 times w, and we got a 3 times negative 1. Now I am not the brightest sunshine on the horizon, so I'm going to stick here and add 3 times negative 1. Now I know that's going to be negative 3, but I do not trust my brain half the day. So minus 3. Now we got this sticky plus 1, or plus 9. So we're going to add that plus 9 in there. Now what we got to do is try to make some sense out of all of this. So here we got 2 times w plus 4 minus w. So we know we got 2 times w minus a w. So what we got in here is a w plus 4. I'm hoping I'm correct. We're going to see in a second. Now that is supposed to be equal to, so we got a 3w minus 3 plus 9. So, oh my god, I'm going to write the 3w in here, but I can combine these minus 3 plus 9. So if I do minus 3 plus 9, that is going to give me 6. So since that 6 is not negative, I'm going to write that as a plus 6. Now I want to get the w on only one of these sides, and I want to get these numbers on the other side, whichever side that may be. So I never understand which way you're supposed to go, if you should try to make it negative or positive. It doesn't seem to matter. Either way, you're going to end up with the answer. Maybe I'm incorrect on that one, and I'm going to learn that down the line the hard way. We're going to see. But it seems most simple to me. I can just remove one w. So I'm going to subtract a w, and I'm going to subtract a w. And since I'm going to be putting the w's, it's going to make a 0w, so that's goodbye w, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be 4 is equal to whatever's left on this side. But I want to get rid of the 6 too, so I'm going to take away a 6 on both sides. So now we've got 4 minus 6, and that is going to be, now this W, we already said that was goodbye W, and this 6, that was goodbye 6. So we got 4 minus 6 is negative 2, and that is equal to 3 minus 1 is 2W. So can we solve this any further? I never know exactly how far I'm supposed to go in the problem, because I could go down until we've got 0.000s if you want to, and that's often the incorrect answer. So I try to make it as simple as possible. If it's going to be all these fractions and points, I'm hoping I'm not at that place yet. But the one thing I can do here, I want to try to figure out what this W means. So what do we have going on to the W? We've got something times the W. We got a 2 times the W. And we know that whatever 2 times W is equal to negative 2. So if we do the same thing, but backwards somehow, we're going to end up with W is equal. So what I suggest we do is we take that negative 2, which we know is equal to 2 times W. So negative 2. And we want to get rid of that 2. So we're going to divide away the 2 on the W. So we also have to do it over here. So negative 2 divided by 2 is going to equal negative 1. Now let's see how I did here on that answer, because I'll be doing all this and I still find myself incorrect most days. So W is equal to negative 1. Let's check that answer right there. Ooh, we got that correct. So we know W is equal to negative 1. And that's how you do math most times correctly. What happened was, I am 27 years old, and I have not been in school for, well, it was 2012, so we're going on 8 years now. A little past 8 years, because it was in the spring that I dropped out of college. When I went to college, I was not in the right frame of mind to be going to school. And you see me now here, I am so scared to be back in school. I am shaken. I am nervous. I'm scared to be going back into school, but it has to be done because I want to make something of myself. And apparently you can't make nothing of yourself if you can't do some algebra. I don't understand that, because when you be at work all day, you not be sitting here trying to figure out what all these W's and U's and V's and everything stand for. You just have the real life situation in front of you. But apparently knowing how to do this is supposed to help you with the real life situation, so they make you do it. That's all right with me. But when I went to school the first time, I was not in the right place in my head. I was looking up, I just want to get the work done. I was looking up on Google. You can Google anything. You can sit there and you can find algebra calculations. You can type in all this mumbo jumbo and get the exact answer, W equal negative 1, and not learn how to do all of this in your head with the help of a little calculator buddy. And that's what I was doing. And if I hadn't done that, I probably would not be doing this again here and paying for it again. So when you're sitting through math and you're thinking, I'm never going to get this, I'm never going to understand, I'm scared, my hands are shaking, you need to remember that if you don't learn how to do this and you go the easy way and you Google every answer you have, you might get away with it. You might get away with it. Your teacher might never catch you doing it. But you are cheating yourself. Because now I gotta sit here at the age of 27 doing pre-algebra, what I should have known in 8th grade. Because I wanted to take the easy way out, not realizing that I needed this for my future. So you remember that when you think you're gonna have an easy answer, when you can Google the answer and you can cheat, you can get away with it too. You're not doing yourself any favors. So you sit there, and if you don't understand the answer, you use that technology we have and you go on YouTube and you do how to do this, how to solve equations with 0, 1, or infinitely many solutions, if that's what it takes. You watch 2 or 3 different people explain this to you, if that's what it takes. You find a textbook. Maybe one doesn't have anything to do with your schooling, if that's what it takes. You know the way that you learn yourself. You know the way that you understand what you're being taught. So you need to get on there and you need to learn. You need to know how you're learning. And that's how you're going to move ahead. You're not going to move ahead by finding the easy answers. You are not going to move ahead by cheating and getting away with it. You are going to get caught on yourself. Because you are going to get to a point where you don't have an explanation for why you don't understand this. You are going to get to a point where you cannot move ahead because you cannot sit in a classroom and not cheat. So you need to understand what you're doing. Even if you get the answer wrong every single time, you need to teach yourself and learn how to do it correctly. So instead of beating yourself up because you get the answer wrong, you need to say, okay, how do I learn how to solve this answer? Because math is not easy. Math is not memorizing all of the possible answers. Math is not memorizing 2 plus 2, 2 times 2. Math is understanding how to find 2 plus 2, how to find 2 times 2, how to find W equals -1. And that's all you need to do, is learn how to find the answer. Good luck to y'all.